Hello and welcome back to the Island Project. My name is Nebman. I'm the founder of Nebman Transport. I've recently moved to this beautiful looking island in the Pacific where I've established my brand new company, and we're trying to connect up the 6 towns of this island and create a wonderful transport infrastructure for them all. In the last episode we began working on this dock sort of cargo area that you're seeing right now. We've got the cargo station, the truck station and the docks with a little lighthouse at the end to prevent any collisions between some of the boats. We connected this train line that runs all the way up into a cargo hub that we were working on for the last couple of episodes. As you can see, one of the trains coming in the distance. From this truck station they're dropping it off into Oceania, which is due a little upgrade in my opinion, because it's getting very busy over there. Over here as well is kind of a small cargo hub that we've been working on. Nothing too crazy, but it does the job. For now we still need to make this bigger and better. And then Fairfield over here has grown ever so slightly. We've got lots of bread here that we're taking in to the town just over here. So yeah, this is building up pretty quickly, to be fair, but all is well. So first things first, over in Oceania I would like to extend the road layout to cover up to this line as well, just to give us more opportunities for more building and more growth. That'll in turn, hopefully they will take more bricks and food on as well, which means we can make a lot more money. If you look at our cash, you'll see that we have made a decent chunk of money from our train lines. You'll see that we're making mega bucks from the trains, which is extremely helpful. And we're losing a little bit on one of the local bus routes, but that's no problem at all. So let's start working on Oceania and expanding it out a little bit. It's going to be quite simple. We're just going to drag out the roads and go from there, but I'll probably do that myself and bring you back once we're done. There we have it, a nice simple upgrade, just spanning our grid out ever so slightly, pushing it out up to this kind of road that we've got here. All is well. I'm just going to check out the zoning, because I would very much like to push this industry out that way, push the commercial out here. So I'm probably going to see if I can spend a bit of money by just destroying a lot of these buildings and then pushing them all basically upwards. So we'll try and do that, and then I'll bring you back. But this is going to be very expensive. We're on 185 million. Let's see what we end up with. Let's get bulldozer. And what I'm going to do is literally just do this. Destroy the stuff that I don't want down here, and hopefully it will rebuild elsewhere. So as you can see, I've absolutely axed Oceania. We've spent about 15 million just destroying some buildings. Essentially what we want is our industrial area to start to expand up here at the top here, our commercial to be kind of down here and around here, and then this to be filled with residential instead, because it's kind of more central. We don't want factories in the heart of our city, so that's kind of what we're going with. We've just got to keep an eye on it and hope that they start to develop in the right direction. If they don't, we've just got to destroy them. That's kind of the only way to really manage the zoning in this game, but yes, fingers crossed that'll start to sort itself out. Buildings will start to rebuild and we should be all good. Now the next thing I wanted to do was connect this boat dock to Clarksville, which will be a relatively simple job to do. Like that. We'll just simply put a small little dock here, and this is going to be the quickest ferry ride ever. We'll just transport bricks and bread over to here, and then we'll link this up with a road, just like that. Bring that to there. Hopefully, if we're lucky, we can straighten this road out as well. Perfect. Yes, just like that for now, and then we need to smoothen that terrain out slightly, just around there. And we need to build a truck station for our goods to build up. The question is, are we actually going to have enough room anywhere here, other than potentially putting it here? I think this is going to be our best bet, putting it here and then linking up to the roads. So if we whack it there, we'll actually get rid of these roads and see what we can do. This. That can connect up here. That can simply join up like that. And then we're connected to the road as we would expect. A nice little docking area, and then we'll add a few more platforms in because it's going to get very busy here. Just like that. Because this is going to be the main dock area, so we need it to be relatively sizable. It's going to service basically the whole of the town. Just smoothing the terrain around that, just to make it look a little bit more presentable. And then from there we just need a simple truck stop, which is going to basically dump all of these goods right in the middle of town. Which is going to be a very short route just to there. And then we need a road depot as well, as we have nowhere to put these. To be honest with you, if we axe that connection, we might be able to slip that in just here. Sure, that will work. Just to keep all of our maintenance and service buildings all tucked together. What on earth has gone on there? Help! Let's see. Come on, you can do it. I know you can do it. Oh, that's ugly. Come on, son. It's gonna work. Can't tell me it won't. It will. Might just have to be this absolutely butters junction here. And then we'll just have to cover the disgust with some trusty trees. Trees never fail. And just like that. Very easy, easily hideable. If it looks a bit ugly, plant trees and it will look better. Perfect. Cool, so we've got the road depot, we've got the dock, and we've got the cargo trucks. Perfect. The next thing we need is a boat dock, which I think would probably be more relevant to have over on this side, because this is kind of the main sort of cargo area. So let's find a boat. And let's put the boat... It's facing the wrong way or something. No, it's facing the right way. It doesn't want to go on. Why don't you want to go on, friend? Let me in. How bizarre. Maybe this way? What's the problem? I am confused.com at the moment. I don't know why that's not working. So we've managed to squeeze that onto the end just there. We need to next set up a quick boat line between them, which will be boat 1, which we'll call it. That's nice and simple. And then we need to set up a line from here to here. And we're going to call this C1 because it can just drop off everything. Good, good, good. So next, let's buy our first boat. This is exciting. So we need it to be cargo, and we need it to carry basically everything that we can. So let's have a little look. This interesting looking boat has 130 capacity. This is quite a nice looking boat. 9800 capacity. That takes literally everything. I mean, I think we might buy one of these. I think that'll look quite cool. But although this has a higher capacity and it's faster, this looks nicer. I think we'll go with this one. We'll buy that. We'll link that to the boat line. Before you come out, I want to buy some trucks for this side. So we just want some simple trucks that can carry everything. We'll just need about 5 of those, and we'll connect that to C1. And then in theory, this should now be functional. Let's just have a look. Let's have a look at our boat. Oh, look at him! What a geezer! Oh, he's rapid as well. 25 kilometers an hour, sir. He's going to be taking a while before he actually picks up some stuff. And the question is it gonna make it onto this platform, any of the cargo? We'll probably have to just leave it for a little while to potentially start working. But nevertheless, we have a, well, hopefully a connection. Yeah, they're definitely connected. Maybe we'll just have to wait for a short period of time for this to start working somehow. I'm not really sure. I'm sure it'll work at some point in the near future. So it looks like it's now working. This ship is collecting all of the necessary, which is fabulous. It's taken it over to here. So that should arrive very shortly, and then deposit it. It should arrive in here, and these trucks should distribute it amongst this town, hopefully, fingers crossed. Maybe, who knows. There we go. There we go, perfect. So that is linking up and working well. I don't know why there's suddenly skyscrapers. I don't like these. They don't look very 1920, I'm not gonna lie. I prefer these other buildings, so I'm not sure what's cracking with that. Very much prefer these older style buildings, but hey ho. We're progressing through the times. I guess that's going to happen, isn't it? We need to kind of figure out how to bring more. Well, actually no. What we need to do is adjust our lines up here to actually cover our new zoning. Because if you look at my zoning, I have been very much fighting the zones and managed to make it residential, commercial, and then we're going to have industrial up here. So what we need is to adjust our truck unload stops. We want the bricks to go about here to cover essentially all of our bricks, just like that. And then we want, probably going to need 2 stops for the commercial, probably along this route here. So if we do 1 there, and then probably 1 there, that should cover those. Don't think we need this truck stop there anymore, so we'll work on getting rid of that as well. But at the moment they look like this is working pretty decently. So let's go over to our lines over here and let's pick these. So let's manage the line. At the moment it stops at Hickory Street. We want this to stop at not Hickory Street. We want it to stop just here to drop off some bricks, and that is it. Then we want this one to be food, this one to be brick, and then let's adjust the food line, which we don't want that. We want you to now go here and here, which hopefully would it's more of the foodies. We're going to allow them to pick up both. Oh, my alarm! That means my food's ready. Yeah, sorry, I was saying we're going to allow them to pick up both, so that we just have a nice sort of even spread around the city, covering as much of it as we can. We obviously need a lot more items, but now we've set up these alternate truck stops, we should start covering a lot more. But we kind of just need to bring a lot more loot over, which is the problem. But do we have enough loot stacking up here to actually bring over? I don't think we do. We need more stone, and we are producing enough stone. Okay, so let's clone this chap. We want you to bring stone over, please. Double bubble, get that stone rolling through. Thank you very much. So that brings us more stone and more bricks. Bread wise, we are doing okay. That's, well, it was meant to be full of stuff, but for some reason it's slacking. But don't worry, this big boy is en route with 276. These, still loads there. Oh my gosh, we might have to duplicate this chap as well because we are growing at a rate of knots. So we'll have 2 of those. We've added an extra stone train, which is good. That's going to collect all of those goodies. Still 203 left. Let's grab those vehicles. We want to adjust both of these. I think they're both the stone trains, and we're just going to add a couple more of these carts to it. So 2 more, 3 more for you, 3 more for you. Modify them both, 13 carriages, which will take more items back, which is even better. And then that means we'll have more items going to the docks, more items being produced. We need to put signals on this line because we've clearly forgotten, otherwise he's going to be sat there for a very long time. So let's signal, 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 signal. Put 1 more here. And hopefully that will keep them moving and grooving. Perfect. So it's beginning to get quite busy on our dock line with trains. So we're going to try and, well, make these trains bigger is what we're going to do. So we're going to pick, which ones were you then? We need to add a couple of carriages. A couple of those, 3 more of those. Move them to the front. I wanted to, but it doesn't seem to be doing it. We'll move them to the front and move that across. Obviously move it back behind here. And that is a train, so we added 3 of those, 163 meters. And then we want to add a couple of closed carriages to take over the bread. Is that one, or is it this one that I've got? I think it's this one. Add 3 of those. And then we want to do the same with this one, so we'll just add 3 of these to the end. And then we'll grab, I think it's these ones. Yeah, it was. Add 3 of those. Move them to the front. And then back. Good. 2 191 meter trains coming up. Because we've got a heck of a lot of stuff waiting here. As you can see. Absolutely loads of the stuff. So I hope we're not losing out on any stuff. So we're going to actually make this even bigger. Like this. And then add a couple of these on each side. Like that. And then hopefully these trains should start start getting enough of this stuff through. That's plenty full, that's plenty full, and we're making some decent progress. Whoa-hey! The next thing we want to do is add another boat line that goes to Gainesville, just probably on the edge here. And we want that to just bring brick over, essentially. So I'll just connect it like that. It should have a connection like that. And then we'll add a truck station in over here. There's not really much. I mean, we can put it there. It'll be fine. And then a truck unload spot, which will just be here because it's only going to be brick. We need to set up that line there. We're going to call that G. Oh, it's definitely G1, but whatever. G1. We're going to need a truck depot or road depot, which we can probably pop there. We'll allocate probably just 3 of these, to be honest, to G1, and then we'll set up a line between this dock and this dock. I'm not convinced that that's working. Not at all. It might work. Who knows? Oh, it is working. It's fine. No stress. No stress. Be all right. Don't worry. And that'll be G2, and let's buy ourselves L boat. Now, what terminals are we on? We're on different terminals. It's probably easier if you go to terminal 4, right on the edge. Make it a shorter route, and let's have a look at our boats. We need one that's actually faster this time. That's quite a cool looking boat, 110, 30 kilometers. That's 32 with 130. I think it's going to be this one. It's going to be our best bet. To get that, he'll start pulling out of there. Wow, look at you. You're a funny looking fella. You look very weird. And you make some weird noises as well, I'll give you that. Holy moly. What in the earth? He's pretty rapid though, 32 miles per hour, flat out, like a bat out of hell. Very impressive. Yeah, the only issue we have is, are they actually going to start loading some bricks onto our line? Is the next problem. We've got absolute tons of stuff here though. Holy guacamole. So we're bringing loads in there. A decent chunk going across here. We're doing about 90% of what's required, which is pretty healthy. We like to see that. Oceania, we're doing about 60%. So we could do with quite a bit more. Obviously got these trains coming back and forth. You're pretty much full. Are we going to require another train? I think we are. Because there's still so much here. It's absolutely loads. So what we'll do, just do one more vehicle on this line. I wonder if we've unlocked a stronger locomotive. Oh, look at that, an electric one. Ooh, what about a big, strong steam train? I think we've already got the biggest and strongest steam train, so we would be actually looking at the electric to upgrade it, but I don't think we've got electric tracks, which will be an issue in itself, and I don't think these are electric. I mean, I can tell you now that they're not electric. I think these tracks are electric. Maybe we'll let it do its thing for the time being, and we'll see how they get on. We should have 3 trains running on the track now. We've not added signals for some reason. Why have I not done that? I've been sleeping, it seems. Let's see if we can auto-sig 500 meters. We can, that's perfect. We'll go this side and auto sig it back like that. And that should do it all the way back as well, which will allow our trains to flow nice and smoothly. Good, he says. Hopefully good. Let's just have a quick look at our rails and see. So the tracks themselves are good. It's just these here. These can actually be electrified pretty easily, and we might as well electrify all of them while we're here. For some reason we didn't bother electrifying these tracks, so we'll make a start on doing that now, because I have no doubt that we're going to be upgrading to some electric trains in the future. And then when we do it, it'll say no electric tracks, and we'll be fuming. So, oh, look at all that food, man. Sorry guys, you need to like pick up the pace. You need to start getting some of that food moving, son. We've still got loads of stone here. He's going to pick up 156 of it, which leaves 41. Yeah, that seems about right. I might upgrade our locomotives on this line to see if we can make them a bit quicker. So let's adjust these. We want you're 120. We haven't unlocked any faster carriages, have we? No, the max speed of our carriages is 80, but we'll have more pulling power, which would be, in my opinion, is probably quite important. So we'll get up to 80 quicker. Oh gosh, this is going to be expensive. Oh gosh. Oh no. Why are we like this? That is a big 24 mil for that. So modify those. Let's have a look at our new beast. Oof. Oh, look at that, and that pulls it like it's nothing. Oh, autosave. Yeah, that pulls it like it's nothing. So that's going to be far, far more efficient. The only issue is it having to slow down for this corner. But nevertheless, that is putting in some work, if you ask me. Oh, look at this queue of cars. Oh, very cute, very cute. Slow for the corner, and then it should be back on the gas, accelerating up to 80 k's. Obviously after we're done for the hill, and that will deposit us nicely into our dock. He's flat out on this last straight, which we love to see. Perfecto al muno. Very good, very nice. That's now working as well, which is good. That's 4 million. Wonderful. Oh god, look how busy this is. Crikey, Mikey. Yes, awesome. Made some decent progress there. Very good. This city is coming along. It's actually starting to build up quite substantially. I've paused the date on 1920 because I don't like the fact that all these buildings are turning too modern. I don't want it to happen. But yes, we've made some good progress. Oceana is looking bigger. I have no doubt that it's going to turn into quite a large city in the future. Fairfield is doing all right. It's not quite as big, but that's only because we've got one resource going into it. And the cargo hub is cargo hubbing, so all is well. Just before we finish, actually, I'm just going to upgrade the locomotives for these two because they are carrying a lot of weight. So let's go into here, just get rid of these two, and we'll add an electric loco for those because they are carrying quite a bit of weight, and as expected we've managed to mess it up because this is not electric, but it is now. Send it. That'll just give these guys more confidence. What are you doing? You're meant to be electric. Have they just like not bothered? What are you doing? You are meant to be electric, sir. So change. Change. Good. Spot on. Now they should work. And they should be a lot quicker. Yeah, look at that. They're at pace now. Which is good to see. There we go. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the island project. If you do like the series, then please let me know, because I'll continue doing it, of course. Obviously, drop a comment, drop a like, so that I know that you're enjoying it. And we will surely make friends, of course. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.